Hi guys, my name is Tammy Fluech and I am the owner of Typer Creative and I am the Southern Regional Rep for the Graphic Artists Guild. My background, ironically, started in photography. I worked for the Natural History Museum in Gainesville, Florida, and I was a photographer. I did a lot of specimen photography, which basically is dead bones. It was more exciting than what it sounds. I did a lot of different fossils and things like that, and I also would go around on trips with scientists and artists, and it was my job to take photographs of specimens and things that they needed because a lot of the artists live here. So I would have to take pictures of them so they could have reference when they went back home to do their murals or their paintings and that sort of thing. And I really loved that job. It taught me so much. I got to teach children darkroom photography in the summer. And then I realized I wasn't gonna go anywhere. My boss is still there. He's wonderful. He's taught me so much. And that's when I sort of changed my direction into graphic design. The reason I joined the Graphic Artists Guild last year was actually one of the members reached out to me to ask me if I would do an event in Atlanta. And after doing that event in Atlanta, it was so nice to hear what I was doing. Oh my gosh, other people are doing the same thing. I'm on the right page. Having the support of having creatives around you who are in a similar field kind of helps you think, okay, I can do this. I know that I'm working on my own on a daily basis, but I'm okay. Like I felt like part of a community. So becoming the regional rep was really a big deal for me because I met so many more wonderful people and it's like a family. I think it's really important when you're on your own to have a group of people that you can reach out to. And the Graphic Artists Guild has been sort of like a family to me. Okay, so this is my home office. I'm going to show you a picture of my downtown office, but this is my home office. So I'm just going to give you a little quick tour of my home office. Hold on one second. So here we go. Trying to get the walls full. As you can see, I've got some space left. I love floral illustrations, birds, old things. Tammy loves old things. And I also love Frida Kahlo. She's one of my favorites. I had to move her because when you walked in the door, she was the first thing you saw. And my children were freaked out about it for a while, but they're okay now. Anyway, but this is my back wall with all the things I love, all my little stuff here. And this is kind of my desk area. It's a little bit of a mess right now. This is where I sit in the home office. And I don't have a bad view. I get to look at trees. Pretty cool. So I actually have an office downtown in Brunswick, Georgia, which is where I live, but currently we are all working from home and the children are doing distance learning from home. When I started out in this field, I started with my children at home, so there were a lot of things I kind of knew how to do, and then once I got my office and the kids were big enough to go to school, I kind of, became a big girl with a big girl office. Anyway, so these last couple of weeks, we're trying to get back on the stream of things like we were when they were younger, except that they're in school now, and so while I'm working, they are also working, which seems like a perfect combination, but has its trials and tribulations just like anything else. However, in the last 2 weeks, I think we've learned a lot about each other and we've learned a lot about schedules. So I thought that maybe there are some of you who are parents who are trying to juggle everything and work from home. So, number one, this is the one thing that I think is really important, and I'm also sort of hypocritical because I'm trying to do these things myself, so please bear with me. Do something for yourself in the morning. I have started walking before I start work by myself. That's important. Do something by yourself. If you want to meditate, if you just want to go outside in the backyard and have a cup of coffee by yourself and have no one bother you, whatever you can do for 15 to 30 minutes by yourself, I highly suggest the walking if you can, because it just kind of gets some energy out and makes you feel better, gets those endorphins going. But I think it's important that we have a little time to ourselves, especially as creatives. Sometimes you really need alone time to just get the creative brain thinking. So get out there and do something for yourself right before you start work. At least, I mean, if you can't do it every day, I mean, I know people's schedules are tight. Try to do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. I'm trying to do it Monday through Friday, and then of course doing things on the weekends just to get My friend Chrissy said this last week in her takeover, and I'm going to say it again because I think it's really important. She said wear pants, which made me crack up. It's kind of true. I mean, you know, you need to wear pants, but I say get dressed, whatever that is. Just don't go to work in pajamas. If you wear yoga pants, fine, but try to, like, you know, you don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to put the makeup on, but look like you got out of bed, because it's something about your brain. It just gets you into work mode. You're like, if you can take a shower and get dressed and whatever, you can start your day. You know, we all need coffee, of course, so have that coffee, but I think it's really important to get dressed and make sure that you show up for work like you were if you were going into your office. And there are some days you're not going to accomplish that, and that's okay. But I think getting dressed is really important. This is a big one that I'm really bad about. I think you should take breaks. And what I mean by breaks is in the morning, do a 10-minute break, in the afternoon, do a 10-minute break, and take your lunch break. I'm really bad about going downstairs, grabbing something to eat, coming back up here, and then rushing, because I think I'm trying to do as much as I did in the office by myself. And I'm here with the kids trying to teach them, answer questions that they have on the computer. And then I think that I'm just trying to get as much done, and I just can't. So take your breaks. Limit the time you take your breaks, but make sure you take your breaks, because I think it'll help you clear your brain and get ready for the next part of your day. This is the next one for me. It's be honest with yourself about your timeline. Be honest with your clients about your timeline. All of my clients, I'm very lucky. All of my clients have checked in. I've checked in with them, and they're like, we understand it's going to take you a little bit longer than normal. They've given me a lot of grace as far as time goes, and I'm grateful for that. But let's also be real honest with ourselves that maybe what we did when we were at our office or when we weren't working from home, the amount of time that we had, it was a lot more. So now we're gonna have less time, and you're gonna be tired, and there's some nights you're gonna be able to work at night. Sometimes I'll come back up here at night after everyone's calmed down, they're watching TV or whatever, and then there's some nights where I just don't have the energy to do that. So be realistic. That list of 7 to 8 things you got done in a day, maybe 2 to 3, and don't beat yourself up for it, because I am the queen of that, and it's not good for you, and I'm trying very hard to learn. You can only get so much done in the day when that it's okay to mess up. It's okay to get stressed out, but it's also really smart to know when you are stressed out and when you do need that break. And I'm learning that about myself. It doesn't come easy. It takes a little while to get in the swing of things. This transition, we make it harder than what it is. And I think that the biggest thing with this is to give yourself a break, to understand that you cannot be regimented. You cannot have the exact same day every day. It cannot be like when I go to my downtown office and I'm there and I check emails from 8 to 8:30, and then from 8:30 to 9:30 I try to make phone calls. You know, that doesn't work anymore. So I think if you make yourself a time, you come up here at a certain time, you end your day at a certain time, you take your breaks, you do something for you in the morning, all of those things allow you to function better. And you have to, you have to function at a certain way to handle all of this. And so I think for me, it's reminding myself